And he's got room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Miami.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Parker now, operating from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. From the gun, Parker. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready, set. Fair. Shoot. Go. Buzz.
On 1st and 10, Russell. That's into the hands of Edwards. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Russell. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Hey, Foxtrot. Be driven.
On 4th down, Russell. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parker. But it's brought in by Washington. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
55. Shift. Watch the shift. Watch hit it.
From the gun, Russell. He's going to air one out. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Let's go. 15 Single.
To throw is Parker. Off play action. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10 logo.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Shit.
X3, 218, chop it.
2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Go.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun on 3rd down. Russell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson make that. Now 8 sacks for him on the season.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Parker. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Parker throwing after the interception. Complete to Washington. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check 37.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Russell. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Russell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Hey, Orbit.
You want this? Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm coming. Tight dog. Watch the eye.
Now.
From the gun, Russell. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Looking to throw. Russell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Russell trying to lay one up deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Parker to throw from his end zone. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 94 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's got a man, complete. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Back to throw. Russell, he's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Parker. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Parker from the gun, he'll throw. Got his man on the comebacker. That's Burgess. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Parker now to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right down the middle. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Under crunch. Safe, safe, safe.
To throw on 3rd down. Russell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Back to throw. Parker. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6, team 6. 55.
From the gun, Russell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Topper, topper. Hit it.
On 1st down, Russell. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they doubled it and get 10 here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off the play fake. Russell. No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, Delta.
Get this. Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
On 3rd and 2, Russell. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Hey, check mine.
Operating from the gun, Russell looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, high 7.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 55.
Buzz.
Hey, let's get them home.
From the gun, Russell. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Operating from the gun, Russell. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No. Jack.
Looking to throw. Russell. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Come on, guys, 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, check right. Watching you five. Hey. Check three. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now.
On 3rd down, Russell. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Parker. Off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Breida. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Ready, set.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Five.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Who's that?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check. 55 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here we go. 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Hit it.
From the gun, Russell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Returnable for Grant. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
3 down.
Here's Parker looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Burgess. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Parker. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 2. Washington's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Double time. Even. 4 down.
Parker on first down. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got
It got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Operating from the gun. Russell is going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On the handoff, this is Breda. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And it's caught by Parker. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. 76 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Parker, and he'll find Washington. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Complete to Breida. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. This is Breida on the draw, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, Russell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
On 4th down, Russell. Throwing left side, it's complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Parker, off play action. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.